How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and I'm at Hersheypark mainly for the all-new Wildcat's Revenge, the all-new for 2023 hybrid coaster from RMC. Absolutely stoked to get on this. Let's see if it is worth the hype and see how it compares to Hersheypark's already impressive roller coaster collection. So let's go in and try to have some fun. Before I hit up Wildcat, decided to take a ride on Pandemonium because it is part of early entry for season pass holders. And that has to be one of the smoothest and most graceful coasters out there. You get plenty of floater airtime. I wouldn't call it crazy or intense, but it definitely is fun. The fun factor is definitely through the roof on that one.
Amazing, friends. Of course, we need to see a final pose. Woo! Fantastic job, everyone. Thank you for joining us, friends.
So unfortunately, Wildcat's Revenge is currently closed at the moment. So right now, we're getting multiple re-rides on a walk-on for Lightning Racer. Even though Wildcat is now gone, it's definitely nice to have not just one, but technically two operating GCI wind coasters here at Hersheypark. And Lightning Racer is a really, really good one. Just rode both sides. Thunder is definitely smoother than Lightning. But even then, it wasn't that bad. Actually, it looks like they did some pretty significant track work. And Lightning Racer overall, I think, is running really well. I'm really happy this thing's still running here. So Hersheypark has removed the whip ride, and in its place it looks like there's going to be an all-new haunted house maze for their Dark Nights event that will be returning this year.
Are you going to say 8 or are we just going to
Just took a ride on Fahrenheit, and that is a very fun and intense roller coaster. It's basically Intamin's take on a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, although I think it's better than most Eurofighters. I wouldn't say it's like my absolute favorite, but it is a ride I am willing to go out of my way to ride at least once every trip here at Hersheypark. I love how the Howler here looks identical to the Howler at Idlewild. Just did Storm Runner, and easily one of the best roller coasters here. that launch, which is a hydraulic launch, which you don't see too often anymore, it really takes the breath out of you. The acceleration on that is crazy. Top hat gives great airtime, and that double inversion where you're doing a barrel roll and then you dive under yourself, that's nuts. That's one of the craziest elements on any roller coaster. It's a short ride, but man, that is an adrenaline rush. All right, finally, just got off of Wildcat's Revenge, and instantly, after one ride, I think that might be my favorite coaster here in the park. I don't know, this and Skyrush are pretty darn close. I'll have to give Skyrush a ride, but the pacing on this was fantastic. I love the twist turns and inversions. The airtime was insane. Again, the pacing was really fantastic. Honestly, one of the best RMC coasters that I have been on. I think it actually gives Steel Vengeance a run for its money. I only rode it once. I rode it in row 9, which is still really good towards the middle here in the midday. But definitely have to go on it a couple more times and see how I really feel. I would love to get a night ride, hopefully, but we'll see about that. It's really busy today. But Wildcat's Revenge is fantastic. If you like fast-paced, aggressive, airtime-filled roller coasters, this is right up here. It has no similarity really with the original Wildcat, and I will miss the original Wildcat to an extent. I really like my wooden roller coasters, and that was the first GCI, but this, by pretty much all accounts, is a better ride. Even though it shares the same name, there's almost nothing that shares it or recognizable really. It's its own ride, and you should know that going into it. So absolutely approve of this. We'll hopefully try to get back on this today. Really love this one. I really love the touch here with this ride that they have original track from the original Wildcat right over the entrance to Wildcat's Revenge. Well, I have never seen this before. They have a vending machine filled with desserts from their confectionery. How about that? Of all the things you find on the ground at Hersheypark, it's a universal receipt for a shuttle. I don't think I will be riding Skyrush here at the moment. It's only running one train so far today, and it's posting a 90-minute wait. Just had a wonderful ride here on the Coal Cracker, which is actually celebrating 50 years this season here at Hershey. And boy, after riding that, it really makes me miss having a log flume at Kennywood. It's a perfect ride for a day like this. It's a hot day here in August. The park is very busy, but this thing is a capacity monster. People are getting nice and refreshed and overall just having a great time. In fact, this is one of the last aero hydro flumes left, which is a little different than a standard log flume, because when you hit the bottom of the drop, there's actually a little bit of a hill at the bottom, and your boat actually rises up and skips the water a little bit. It actually provides a pretty good moment of airtime. And overall, it's a really good log flume because it's incorporated on the hill and you're interacting around Great Bear and Super Duper Looper. It's a really good log flume. It's a really good ride here. This is indeed a very sad day at Hersheypark. Down here at Chocolate Town Treats, they are no longer selling cinnamon bread. For shame, Hersheypark. This might be a first. The Hershey's Chocolate Tour Dark Ride is actually closed, but they are still giving out the free samples of Hershey's chocolate. All new for Chocolate World this year is Hershey's Great Candy Expedition, which is basically a new 4D movie. I don't have too much of an interest in this. It also is an upcharge. Maybe I'll get around to it one day, but right now it's very busy right now. But hopefully it's better than the last 4D movie they had. The one before was not too good in my opinion. Just had a great ride on the Great Bear, and that is honestly one of my favorite B&M inverts out there. It is on the shorter side, but man, what it does provide, it's very punchy, very intense. I love the interaction on the hillside and around the pre-existing rides, and for its age, it is running very fast and very smooth. And again, it's a very re-rideable ride, and yep, another one of my favorites here. Not quite like my number one or number two, but definitely a must ride for sure. I am absolutely loving Lightning Racer's light package. It's transitioning from the classic tracer lights to awesome color changing lights. I'll tell you what, Lightning Racer is definitely a night ride. The light package on that is fantastic. Props to Hershey for that. And the light package here on the Ferris wheel is pretty great as well. Right as the line. managed to get 2 night rides on Wildcat's Revenge to end our day here at Hersheypark. And we got those 2 rides thanks to the amazing operations. That has to be one of the most efficient RMCs, if not the most efficient RMC, and actually probably the most efficient ride here. They were pumping those trains out. And after those 2 night rides, we had another row 9 ride and a row 11 ride, and absolutely wicked, absolutely phenomenal. The pacing is unreal. The lighting package on that is great. I love the nod for the tracer lights going up on the lift hill, and they actually have a spotlight in the center of the ride that follows you around the course, which was really, really cool. After only 3 rides on it today, as of right now, I can officially acclaim that this is the best coaster here at Hersheypark. And it might even be the best coaster in Pennsylvania. I still have to think on that. I do love Phantom, I do love Phoenix, but absolutely blown away by this ride. I didn't think this ride could possibly top like Sky Rush and Candemonium, but it absolutely delivered more than 100%. Oh boy, if you can't get yourself out here to Hersheypark, ride Wildcat's Revenge. It is a beast of a coaster. And that's going to do it from Hersheypark. Despite the pretty large crowds today, we got on pretty much everything we wanted to today. The only notable thing we didn't get on was Sky Rush. That was mainly due to running 1 train all day today. But we got multiple rides in on Wildcat's Revenge. That alone was definitely worth the trip coming out here for, and will be worth for future trips coming out here for. That ride was absolutely phenomenal. And I also just love being here at Hersheypark at night. I'm normally not here during the regular summer season for it to be open this late. It's currently a 10 o'clock close at the park. You know, it's just great to be around the park at night with all the lights on. I love amusement parks at night. It's such a great vibe. And overall, it was still a really good and successful day. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.